Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of the Brickz podcast. Man, we live and direct from a bunch of different areas. Y'all already know I got my boy O.
Yo,
and then
what up,
Shebo.
What's up, Brickz fam?
Brickz fam, man. Look, y'all been going crazy on the Instagram this week, man. Y'all been going crazy on the Instagram. We definitely got to address some of the hot takes, but appreciate y'all showing love, man. Y'all keep showing love. We, like I said, we consistent this year. We trying to upload, man. Consistency makes perfect. So, I mean, we're going to rip the Band-Aid right off because we got a lot to get into, especially with football. Y'all saw our Super Bowl and AFC and NFC Championship graphic. Mine is cooked. Like put in the comments, I'm trying to be different. I was trying to be a little different. Look, in my heart, I knew the Eagles were gonna win, but I wanted the Commanders to beat them. Like, I really did. So I was like, if I throw that on the graphic, then if they win, I'm gonna be like, the one that's tapped in type of thing. But I definitely thought the Bills was gonna beat the Chiefs, though. I definitely thought the Bills was gonna beat the Chiefs.
Nah.
But yeah, we can start with that game for real. Nah. I mean, y'all can talk about y'all picks too.
I mean, I saw somebody in the comments was like, I said the crazy take yesterday and came to my senses the next day. Disclaimer: we made those picks way earlier in the week. Football is more than a quarterback. Y'all got Saquon Barkley at y'all Eagles fans. And unless he pulls some Houdini trick, I think the Chiefs going to win. So actually my pick's going to be wrong, and I agree with Shebo.
Yeah, Shebo got it right so far.
Man,
I think he might got it right this time.
man,
I'm not going to lie.
Finally, it's crazy. Y'all know I predicted the Rams to win that first round game over Minnesota. Like, I had some good picks in this playoff run. But, yeah, I think, of course, if we all want to start with just who's going to win the Super Bowl, of course, I think Kansas City going to take it. The Eagles, I think the Eagles will make it a close game, kind of like they did 2 years ago? 2-3 years ago. But, yeah, I think the Chiefs, like we saw tonight, at the time we recorded this, they just find a way to win.
Yeah.
They did it through the run game. Mahomes scrambling. They have, I don't know if y'all been seeing some of the stuff, how ESPN kind of breaks down the way their offense works, but it's kind of like an organized chaos a little bit. And it's really hard to defend because, you might expect something, but Mahomes and Kelsey on a certain page that you not on, or Mahomes and Juju, Mahomes and Worthy, they on a certain connection that it's just so hard to defend. And, yeah, all those weapons too, Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith-Schuster, you got Pacheco back in the backfield with Kareem Hunt. They got a good running game. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to stop them in that Super Bowl. Then that experience, right? They coming off 2 straight. Been there before, been there, done that. Of course, the Eagles have been there under Jalen Hurts, but kind of like Josh Allen and the Bills. So you gotta get that monkey off your back, which is beating the Chiefs. So yeah, I got KC 3-peating this year.
And just like you said, that organized chaos, like you said, you spoke about it on the offense, and Travis Kelce didn't even do nothing today, and they still got it done. But back to that organized chaos, it's the same thing on the defense. Spagnuolo, just the way he calls his blitzes, he'll show on the right side but blitz on the left side.
That's kind of what happened towards the end.
You don't know what's coming, but they all
do that crazy throw at the end.
And honestly, really Kincaid should have caught that ball because that was a crazy throw. I don't know how he got that down there with 3 people running. Well, Superman didn't get it done.
I feel so bad, bro. Yeah. I just feel so bad for him.
I mean, Josh Allen is to Lamar, what Patty is to Josh. It's just that simple.
I mean, both of them can't get past Patty Mahomes. Like, Lamar and Josh Allen. At the end of the day, if it's going to come down to them playing at Arrowhead, it's going to get real spooky. I'm not going to lie. It's going to get spooky. And, like, Sheba, I like what you was saying, too, because I feel like this game was kind of one of the better performances we've seen from them all season. Like, it finally looked like everything was clicking. Like, at the beginning of the season, it was kind of weird figuring out what Worthy's role was going to be in the offense. You know, they were kind of figuring out how they were going to use him. We got Worthy really flowing. I forgot Juju was even on the team. Juju almost had a breakthrough run. He could have got a tutty. Like, it's...
Yeah.
And D-Hop ain't did nothing.
D-Hop had one catch, but, you know, that's an option.
Yeah. And it's just...
Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown.
More speed.
And like, it just goes to show you, for one, how good Patty Mahomes is. Because even though everybody outside of Kelsey, who really didn't even need to do too much tonight, but everybody else showed up in the way they were supposed to. But, like, Patrick Mahomes really managed the game well. Like, and I know we was talking about game managing quarterbacks and all that last episode, but all jokes aside, like, Patty was in his bag, bro. And I just feel like he showed you, like, why he's the GOAT right now. Like, he does everything right. Like, he's doing everything. He's rushing the ball. He's passing it. He's making the right reads at the right time. Like you said, Omar Spags, great defensive calling at the end. Like, it was they played perfect. They played perfect down there. So it's just kind of hard to go into Arrowhead and flip the narrative around. But I will say the Bills held their own. They really held their own in there. And my cap's off to Josh Allen, especially with that team that he had. At the beginning of the season, I wasn't really assuming they were going. I had to feel they would make it into the playoffs, but AFC Championship, I don't know.
Nobody thought they'd be there. Everybody thought it was going to be the Jets.
And you see what they did.
At least from that division, everybody thought it was going to be the Jets.
But caps off to the Chiefs, man. Like you said, if they get to the Super Bowl, in my opinion, they're going to win it. Like, it kind of gets spooky. That's damn near home court advantage for them. Like, they get to the Super Bowl, that's familiar. They've been there damn near every year.
Just luckily, it's not at Arrowhead. It's a neutral site.
Just being in the Super Bowl in itself is like a home advantage.
That championship DNA.
But
they're not going to be nervous.
No.
I do feel like Philadelphia has. I feel like they have more reason to be more confident this time. I think they do have a better team than that first time they played Kansas City, because you got A.J. Brown now on the other side of Smitty. Defense is much better. Your defensive line, young, hungry guys, with Nolan Smith coming off the edge, Jalen Carter in the middle. I think they're a more complete team than they were in that first Super Bowl run. But then again, I don't know. It's just like KC they just have this.
You can't count them out.
They're gonna get the ball last.
It's like they just come in with an advantage, coaching, scheme, playmakers. It's just an advantage. I think going up against KC is probably as tough defensively as the Eagles will see this whole playoff run. I mean, they're gonna have something to maybe not stop, but maybe try to slow down Saquon Barkley, and I think that's going to be the key for them. Is what are the Eagles going to do if Saquon Barkley can't get off like he wants to?
And
but I was just going to say James Cook scored twice.
Yeah, he did. That's true. He was. I don't know. He was in his bag.
James Cook he scored
almost
twice.
Had 100 yards.
Yeah.
So or did he have 100 yards?
Yeah, 13 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a long and 33.
But he did that the first time they played the Bills. They played the Chiefs, but I don't know. Saquon gonna have to have a big game in order for them to win. He has.
It's gonna be his birthday.
He has to.
So I'm expecting him to go off. But even then, with him going off, if the Eagles win, depending on how they win, this kind of to shift the conversation a little bit. But what does this do for Jalen Hurts? Like, we've been talking about Jalen Hurts a lot recently. So if they, do not the impossible, but in this sense, low key, once the Chiefs get in the Super Bowl, it gets scary. If they can beat the Chiefs, does this change how we view Jalen Hurts? Or does it depend on how they win?
He'll be top 5.
I feel like he has to be at that point.
Some are gonna argue top 3, but I don't think he better than Josh or
top 3 is locked right now.
Some gonna argue.
In my opinion.
Some gonna argue that just because he has a ring though, and he beat Mahomes.
It's fair. It's a fair argument.
He beat Mahomes,
but that's why I said, does it depend more on how they win? Because if Hurts has a mid game and Saquon rushes for 200 yards and 3 tutties, Saquon won the Super Bowl. Like, I'm not,
Does he have any turnovers?
He ain't been turning the ball over in his playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Does he have any turnovers in the game?
It has to be an efficient win, essentially.
That's how the Eagles play.
I mean, even passing today, he was 20 for 28, 246.
Yeah, he had a great game today. I ain't gonna lie, he had a great game. No offense, but he was putting it on the money to AJ Brown. He proved me wrong about that one. He was putting it on the money.
He was slinging that.
He was putting
it
70 yards.
Yeah, he was doing it last week. Yeah.
He had 250.
Because I remember I was reading his stat line, like at the bottom, the lower third. I'm like, okay, I'm solid. I'm quiet back here.
But they always go crazy against the Commanders. I feel like that wasn't a. Let's see what you do against the Chiefs, man. That's what I'm waiting to see against the best team in the NFL.
And then if the Chiefs three-peat,
because
facts.
What's the conversation
then? The conversation we had, because this Chiefs team is like not the best Chiefs team we've seen. This is we got pieces added through the season. Kareem Hunt has been your starting running back for most of the time, who's been playing great. Like, you've had injuries. Travis Kelce doesn't show up until the end of the season. So, like, I mean, I think this does just – we already know Patty's the GOAT, but, like, we can literally only point the finger to Patty now. Like, you got this far because of you, like, in all honesty. Yeah.
Him and Andy Reid.
Yeah, Andy Reid. Andy Reid's another coaching legend. We can't let go unnoticed or underrated before he gets out of here. But I think if the Chiefs win this, it kind of will remind me of the 2022 Warriors ring a little bit, right? Because you got,
I like that comparison.
You got your star, your franchise cornerstone, and Patrick Mahomes or Steph Curry, but the other surrounding cast is getting older, right? We know Travis Kelce is getting up there in mileage on his body. DeAndre Hopkins, older piece they got on the team. Running game been a little shaky with injuries. There's a lot of questions around this team. Like y'all said, they haven't been playing their best football at all this year. Like, it seems like every
by
win
the grace
for the
of
Chiefs
God.
in these big games, yeah, grind out luck wins. Come down to the last play, stuff like that. So I think it kind of reminds me of that, and it's just like I said, it just further proved that they have that X factor to where they just always find a way to win. Like, it's just that championship DNA. You just can't. Not everybody has.
That's a good comparison. That's like spot on, bro.
It is a good comparison.
Because in this case, the Eagles is like the Celtics. For real. Like, you got good pieces.
But I feel like it's going to be similar. Just like we talking about that, I feel like it's going to be similar. I feel like it's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to be as close as people expect. Like, I just got a feeling that the Chiefs going to win it by at least a 10.
By 10? You think about
but like, because like, I mean, they just beat the Bills by 3. Last time they played the Eagles, they won by 3 on a game-winning field goal by Butker. I just feel like it's going to be decided before the final few moments. That's what I think.
I don't know.
I just got a feeling.
We'll come back to that.
I feel like it might be I feel like it's gonna be a close game. Like I said, both defenses really good. Both offenses rely heavily on the run game. So I think we're gonna see a slow, grinded out battle. I imagine we might see a lot of field goals. It might even come down to a field goal. I think. So I don't see the Eagles putting up 55. I mean, going back on that, the Commanders. I mean, come on, Dan Quinn, you a coach. You got some young pieces out there. You got Frankie Louvu. You got Sarah Steele. You got some guys on that defense. I know they young, but 55 in the NFC Championship.
It was a lot of turnovers though.
Yeah,
they had the ball in a lot of favorable positions.
I mean, but they got. They just got straight pounded though, like 229 yards on the ground, 7 rushing touchdowns.
Saquon normally
the whole off.
So I don't think they have any type of answer for them. I think, like Omar was saying, the turnovers really is what messed it up. Because if you go into the game knowing like somebody going to eat, like Saquon is gonna run the ball. Like it's kind of nothing we can do to stop that. But being in this position that we're right now, we have to be perfect with everything else on the ball. And just from the get go, like that De'Ami Brown fumble was like that was the narrative of the whole game. Like that started off everything of what we saw. Yeah, like just silly mistakes, and especially like I said last podcast, like when you had these mistakes that result to points being scored on the other side, like you're throwing the game away. Like you're throwing the game away at that point. So it just got to a point. Jaden Daniels had a good game. Like Jaden Daniels did what he was supposed to do. He almost threw a pick, and that's an almost. So like you got Jaden Daniels holding it down. Like even though they lost, I was gonna really want us to start talking about this a little bit too, because even though he held it down, they still lost, but he didn't show me anything I needed to be worried about. He still was poised. He still, even when the score was getting ran up, he's still making good plays. Had that pass to Terry for the tutty. Like, those were all things that, like, these are green lights. These are things you want to see out of a rookie quarterback in this moment where you're not getting overstimulated by the moment, too much pressure, getting nervous. Like, he knew when to run, when it was time to run. If he didn't see any open options, he knew when to pass it. So, like, I mean, I couldn't ask more out of Jaden Daniels. You just got to keep building those pieces around him. And that's what I was telling y'all in the chat. I feel like the offseason is going to be kind of like a Texans offseason last year. Same way we was hyping up C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud went out there in the playoffs. I feel like he had a similar playoff performance too. I think they played the Ravens, right? Just a better team overall. So same in this case scenario. Played the Eagles, just a better, more prepared team overall. So They have a lot of cap space, too. You get another receiver in there, maybe work on the run game a little bit. I know was talking about the DBs. They'd be good, man.
Yeah, the offseason is going to be, like, super critical for them. But one thing I will say, you have a quarterback. And one thing about a quarterback, people want to come play for a team that has a quarterback. So, free agency, I can expect a lot of people showing interest in them. But yeah, like I said in the chat, I think DBs, because Marshawn, like, he a good piece, but he not doing it no more against these elite wide receivers. Like, you're gonna be playing against AJ Brown twice a year. You're gonna be playing against CD twice a year, and that's in the regular season. Malik Neighbors twice a year, and then in the playoffs, you don't know who you're gonna play. Yep. You could play another great wide receiver, but yeah, I think they need DB help. And the run game, because, I mean, the 2 running back system works for this season, but Eckler getting older, B-Rob not really a great pass catcher, and then
luckily this draft is going to be good.
Improve the O-line a little bit.
Running back draft class too, so I'm sure they might be able to snag somebody.
Yeah, and keep the 2 running back system, because I feel like you compare somebody else with B-Rob and it'd be good.
But yeah, that was. I mean, I feel like we kind of knew what that game was gonna look like. I didn't think it was gonna be a B to A situation, but I thought it was. Study. I'm kind of embarrassed by my picks now, but yeah, man. I mean, I kind of wanted to. We already started talking about it with the Commanders all season, but I think it is fair to start looking into the off season and what teams do y'all think need to start thinking about, like, making certain moves. We know the Ravens are probably going to pursue a receiver. What else do y'all think some of these teams should be trying to do in the offseason?
The Bills need to pursue a receiver.
Yeah, the Bills.
Because if you pair somebody with Shakir,
what's up with Amari Cooper? Like, what are they doing with that?
He probably get. I just don't think he ever got fully accustomed to the, like, playbook.
It's weird.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird. Like, I don't get why he's been so inactive in the offense. Like, I get when you first get there, but I mean, I haven't seen any type of progression at all.
Yep, 4 receptions today, 33 yards. I mean, and I know it's hard. Like we said, we knew teams, especially these 4 teams, coming into this round, we're going to run the football because that's pretty much what Buffalo did for the most part tonight. But yeah, Amari Cooper, for as good as a receiver he's shown in his career, it just feels like I said, it just feels like he kind of just went into a hole going into Buffalo. Like, couldn't get on the field early. I guess learning the playbook. I think he was dealing with injury too when he first got there. Yeah. And then, you go all these weeks. Now you expect him to make some big plays in the playoffs, and he's not making those big plays.
Yeah, Goose said.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's an older receiver. I'm sure Buffalo might look, consider maybe if they want to keep him or not, or consider shopping him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, looking at the receiver core, they got a lot of pieces, right? Like you said, Mike Collins. I think he's a guy they probably look at maybe keeping. He made some big plays this year. Of course, Shakir. Of course, Keon Coleman. That's your young guy. But he only had 1 reception in this game. He kind of struggled a little bit. And you got your tight end and Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. So, it's like their receiving core is solid. But yeah, I agree. I think they can maybe put some trades together, or pursue someone in free agency that could take them just a little bit over the top.
Yeah, because they don't. From the Bills' standpoint, they don't need too much. Because I don't want
too much
Josh Allen to be back in that Stephon Diggs predicament, just because he showed that this is working a lot better. Just having a lot of decent pieces around him. They don't got to be nothing crazy spectacular, but just I really feel like on paper, Amari Cooper is a perfect fit for the way that they're playing and what they're kind of looking for right now. So maybe they revisit I don't know. They figure out how to get him going in the offseason if they decide to keep him. Because is he a free agent after this season? I believe he might be. I could be wrong. But I say keep him, figure out what's going on, and run it back. Like, for real.
Yep, he's a free agent in 2025, an unrestricted free agent. So
okay. I say keep him. Keep him. Run it back. Y'all got this far with what people would characterize as scraps at the beginning of the season. So, but yeah, I'm really interested to see how Washington starts to make that move, because I really think it's going to be similar to what we've seen in Washington, just because they got the money for it too. I mean, not in Washington with the Texans, but just because they got the money for it.
Texans.
Obviously, I want to see my team do something.
I think Diggs leaves Houston, though.
I think so,
I don't
too.
think he go back.
That
I don't know where he ends up, but I think he
they
leaves.
low-key need to prioritize that receiving room too, because I don't know with Tank Dell's injury, like,
they're probably gonna draft Luther. I think they're gonna draft Luther Burden, honestly. Probably mid-20s. They first. I mean, they didn't make it that far in the playoffs, but they made the playoffs.
Pick they got.
So probably like mid-20s.
I like Luther. I know his, like, I was looking at the mock draft the other day. His stock been kind of dropping a little bit, but that's good. That's gonna be good for a lot of other teams, though, especially if they can kind of get a steal on him.
Let's see, Texans projected draft.
Yeah, Texans are at 25.
Yeah, mid 20s.
Okay, they might be able to sneak around and get him.
I mean, I'm about to say this is a pretty good draft class. It's not.
It's just
not
not quarterback.
It's a lot of
heavy.
other talent.
Yeah. It's not quarterback heavy, but it's a lot of other stuff. Like Omar said, D linemen, running backs, receivers, DBs. It's
if you don't need a quarterback, it's a good draft for you.
Yep.
So how do y'all think that the Texans approach this first pick? Because I know their GM or owner or whatever said they're drafting a generational talent. Like, They're drafting the best person available on the board at that number 1 spot. So
the Titans.
What are
the Titans?
Oh, my fault.
The Texans.
I meant to say the Titans.
Oh yeah, Titans. Yeah, they're going Hunter. That's the only generational talent.
You think it's?
I mean, other than that, what's his name? The D lineman. Abdul. Yeah.
He's not going number 1.
But he's not going number 1. So I think Hunter for sure.
It's just weird to me because they need a quarterback, and in any other draft, obviously Shedeur and Cam would not be going 1 and 2, but
they wait a year. They wait in a year. Get and Travis.
Do what you did this year and get back to the number 1 or 2 spot and then grab your quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if I pass up on Shedeur. I don't know if I willingly.
But would you pass up on Travis?
I don't know if I willingly pass up on Travis either, though. That's crazy. Being the number 1 is not necessarily that great because I just feel like you look back and then, let's say Shedeur ends up being a stud in the league, but then you still got Travis Hunter. So I don't know. I guess it's not a way you can lose in that sense. that sense.
For sure. The only way you lose is if you don't draft either one. Then that's just
don't overthink it.
Yeah, don't overthink it. One of them has to be on your team, and I think it should be Travis because I feel like you don't need a great quarterback right off rip. Just in their circumstances because they're not winning the Super Bowl no time soon. That's why I'm saying that.
No, I mean you might even see a situation where a great receiver might make some good plays out of a quarterback. You never know. I agree with you, Omar. Like I said, I feel like where the Titans are 3-14 last year, I mean, you kind of build it from zero. You might as well get the best available, lock those down, and then build up. I mean, we always I mean, quarterbacks is always kind of like a hit or miss, no matter how good they are coming out of college, because you really just never know how their games can translate to the NFL. And then, of course, at quarterback, you want to take one. They have a terrible season. You end up bitching them halfway through the year, and
you're back in the same situation.
Like you have no hope. At least if you have Travis Hunter and the quarterback's not bad, you could be okay. Well, Travis, we know what kind of player you are. You might have produced, a little bit this year. Yeah, like Malik Neighbors. Yeah, he didn't really have a quarterback, but he was still contending for offensive rookie of the year. So. Yeah,
I just don't see you brought up like the 3-14. I just don't see any of the quarterbacks being Jaden Daniels and completely turning the franchise around their first year. So that's why I would say just go with Hunter because I don't think Shedeur or Cam completely turns it around season 1.
Yeah, I don't know though.
Not completely.
I'm not gonna say I necessarily expected Jaden to do this. For real, I'm not gonna say.
I mean, like I said, too.
Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't think he was gonna be trash, but I did not think it was gonna be a playoff team. I'm gonna be 100% real with you.
Washington got a better roster.
They got a really good roster. Yeah,
Titans got Calvin Ridley,
Tony Pollard. I can't even.
That's it.
And they got Snead. He was
Calvin
hurt,
Ridley.
but they got him.
Tony Pollard.
Snead a dog. My word, Snead a dog. Snead not a dog.
Calvin Ridley. Tony Pollard.
Snead's a good Snead's a good
I ain't saying he trash.
Thank you.
I ain't saying he trash.
The Cowboys could use him.
We could use a lot, bro.
But the Cowboys need a lot.
We could use a coach. We could use a receiver. We could use a running back.
I don't know why y'all hired y'all.
I don't know why either, especially looking at how the offense was this year. Like, I personally wanted Ben Johnson off rip, but I knew Ben Johnson wasn't gonna come to the Cowboys. I wouldn't have been mad at Pete Carroll, but Pete Carroll's just old, so I didn't want somebody old coming into that position for like 3 years. I remember you was talking about Vrabel before he signed with the Patriots. So it was like we just kind of
Patriots, yeah.
I didn't get the point of firing Mike McCarthy if you didn't have anything ready. Like, if you didn't have no game plan. Like, if you're firing Mike McCarthy, for one, the time to fire him would have been last year when we lost to the Packers. After that game, if you want to start cleaning house and changing stuff up, go ahead and fire McCarthy then while everybody else is mad. Like, do it then. It makes sense then. This season, yeah, we were terrible. We didn't make it to the playoffs, but it was a lot of things that went wrong. I can't even put it all on McCarthy. You got injuries. You got CD not starting until the first game of the season because he didn't do anything in training camp trying to get his bread. Him and Dak definitely didn't have no connection. We have no run game emerge until the second half of the season. So it's like, what are we doing? And then you want to fire the coach right after. Like, I get it from a standpoint of us not winning, but like I said, if you don't have somebody, if you knew for a fact you were going to get Deion Sanders to be in that chair after you fire Mike McCarthy, I support it. It seemed like it was just like hey, season was terrible. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here though. And then now we looking like, oh dang, we gotta get somebody new. I guess they was thinking, oh, Cowboys, no state income tax. Yeah, like I'm trying to go. No, nobody's trying to be under Jerry Jones willingly.
No.
So I just don't. I don't know what the game plan is. I feel like this offseason is going to be very similar to last offseason where we don't do nothing. And it's just not.
Hopefully y'all have a good draft.
We normally draft pretty good, so we'll see about that.
Y'all need Genty.
Even if we
y'all
don't
get
get
Genty, I don't see why y'all.
Because like the running back draft class is good.
Plenty of running backs. Yeah.
But Genty the best one.
I don't know. I really think y'all might.
Hampton nice though.
The best career.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think Marion, he's gonna be the best one.
I think he's gonna have the best career.
Yeah, he has the most longevity.
Yeah.
Longevity wise, yes. But I don't know.
It's tough.
They both
tough,
nice
bro,
though.
because it's like
It is tough.
the numbers.
They
are
both
telling
nice.
you to not pass on Genty, and then if you pass on Genty, then Marion end up being a bust, which I'm sure he's not. But you're thinking more strategically of how to build a team instead of just picking what's hot right in front of you, and then Genty ends up being like the best running back we've ever seen in the NFL. Now you looking like, dang, like that could have been us. So that's why I'm not mad at either decision they do. If they decide to work on getting a receiver or the defense or the O-line or something, and then come back and then get another running back, we won't be able to get a Marion, but like Scatabo or somebody like that. Like if it looks like it makes sense, then I can't be mad at it. But I don't know if Genty's gonna go with 12. I really don't.
Y'all do have 12. He could though. The numbers he put up, he definitely could.
He put up crazy numbers. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Plus, he want to be at Dallas,
but I don't know.
Like,
he literally said
make it more obvious. So I'll welcome him to Dallas with open arms, as long as we can figure out a way to draft a good receiver too behind him. Because we gotta give. We gotta give CD some help outside of Tolbert.
Nah. Keep CD the only receiver so I can draft him in fantasy.
No. Give him another piece. Just give him one other person to throw to.
Give him all the
CD,
targets.
Bro. You weird, bro. You so weird. Omar knows CD my favorite player. Omar know the Cowboys my favorite team. He fleeced.
I got traded him.
Rob Danny.
No, I didn't.
And then
he proposed to trade.
Give you a reasonable, real, like brotherly.
I tried
trade,
I tried.
And you start acting weird.
And I said, give me? Weird. No, I said I wanted Bucky included in the trade, and you was trying to give me Bucky. No, it was. It's crazy after the fact, but at that time it was not crazy.
I seen the vision. Shout out Travell, bro. Shout out Vel for dropping Bucky too. That saved my season right there. My boy Vel. I know you're not watching the pod, but tune in one day so you can get a shout out, bro. Nah.
Yeah, he definitely not tuned
But nah,
in.
man. Yeah, I'm sick of football. Let's hit on basketball, man.
2 more weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to turn to basketball
Let's hit on basketball, man.
right now.
NBA All-Star starting rosters have been named officially. So for the Eastern Conference starters, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, and Cat. And for our Western Conference starters, we got Stephon Wardell Curry, Kevin Durant, SGA,
Hey, man.
LeBron James, and Jokic.
And the Joker.
So what we thinking? How we feeling about these starting lineups? I'm gonna go last.
I mean, this is fan vote, right? This is what the people.
If it
want.
was fan vote,
LaMelo had the first. LaMelo had first.
Yeah,
he was.
This is the. Well, it's not AP, but who curates these votes? Whoever's in some front office up there. They're not tapped in. That's what I've seen.
But yeah, LaMelo was first in fan votes, and that's why everybody talking about how he got snubbed over Brunson.
Starters are selected by a weighted vote from fans, players, and media. So it's a
It
combination
ain't that weighted. It can't be that
of
weighted.
everybody for the starters. So, I mean,
They're not winning. The Hornets not winning as far as
last. I'm really trying to hold
LaMelo.
because I feel some type of way about my boy being snubbed.
I feel like it was Anthony Edwards had a chance to be in the mix.
I definitely think Ant should have.
Because Curry had, but over who though?
Wardell.
low-key Steph and
Like,
Curry.
bruh.
Yeah, Steph.
I mean,
we
yeah,
doing,
over Steph, but like, just in terms of like a point guard, he wasn't.
He's a
not
guard
a
though,
point
because they don't really
terms of-
separate it like that. Because it just say
Yeah,
guard,
they got Shea in
guard,
there.
forward,
I mean,
guard. They got
yeah.
Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, guard.
Yeah. Because he wasn't getting over Shea, KD, or LeBron
Definitely
for
not.
sure.
He could have got over Curry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think Curry
But he's
Curry
a
was just for namesake. Like, these guys are about to retire. We saw what they did in the Olympics when they were all on the same team. NBA is all about that money. They wanna put that starting lineup together again, and you know, it's a narrative based thing. That's why I don't like the way they do it. Because if we were going off of what it really should be, which is fan vote for real, man, that Western and Eastern Conference starters would be looking crazy, bro. Real
He
rap.
would be looking crazy.
I don't even think
Yep.
the Western Conference starters would change that much, but Ant would definitely be starting. And not starting is a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, if you consider the team success, I guess that hurts Ant too because they've been a little disappointing. In Minnesota
Are we surprised?
this year. Yeah, because you traded away Karl Anthony
Yeah,
Towns.
after you give Cat away
second
for-
best player, but
Chips and some soda.
So y'all saying the Knicks won the trade?
100,000%.
yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought the Knicks were tripping, which I'm not gonna lie. They still was tripping for giving them DiVincenzo. I would have kept DiVincenzo and figured out and give you McBride and some picks too. Like I'm not giving you DiVincenzo, but yo, Cat is doing everything we've ever asked him to do now. Like, he's aggressive, he's shooting confidently, but he's taking smart shots. He's playing good defense. Like he's doing literally everything that we've wanted to see Cat do while he was with the Timberwolves. Like, I think the switch of scenery and even just the way the Knicks play, he's not really going to get out. Like, he's going to start and play the whole game. They really need him to be a center. So, him playing center, like, he has to block, he has to rim protect, he has to do those center things, but they trust him with the rock too. It wasn't any hesitation. Like, they kind of let him walk in there and say, hey, it's not your team, but it can very much become it if you tap in. So I mean, I
I mean,
like
it's also. Oh, good. I would say it's also freeing, I'm sure, for him to not have Rudy Gobert down low as well. Will clogging up a little bit. Of that
one bad apple ruins the bunch. That's like one piece of spoiled fruit just sitting there and starting to rot the other one. Like, yeah, bro, get on out.
Yeah. I think Carly. I would say even last year and a couple of years, of course, I would say he did the things you said, right? Shoot confidently, play defense, but having to post to himself, playing more minutes, having a bigger role on the team. I mean, even though Jalen Brunson is still the go-to guy for the Knicks, but Karl-Anthony Towns is right there. Like if you want the ball in either of their hands at the end of the game, it's fine either way. So. He's playing that role really well. It's just for Minnesota, it's like now it just feels like Anthony Edwards has taken a whole bunch of pressure onto him this year in the way he plays. Like and he's knocking down the 3-pointer, but we're not seeing as much slash from Ant that we've seen in the past couple years.
3 though, boy.
He been shooting it, pulling it up. I mean, he making it.
You can tell he was in the lab with Curry when they were in the Olympics, bro, because he pulled up from the logo the other night. And I'm like, dang, man, I know you had a 3, but I ain't know. And he just shoot it confidently whenever he wants. So, yeah, he was definitely in the lab with Curry.
Oh, yeah.
But nah, what you want to say?
I was going to say, I just don't know what the Timberwolves need to do because they season is not looking that bright. It's not looking as bright as last season. They need to get away from Rudy, though. I hate to say it, but Draymond was right about Rudy Gobert. He was right. He been right all along, but because Rudy is not the answer. I do like Randall on that team, though. I feel like he gives them a little bit of dog. He gives them a little bit of edge. But they just need to start building around them 2 pieces, and they need
It would have been nice to keep Cat and add Randall. That would have been a nice 3.
Yeah.
Nice big 3. But they need a scoring big. That's really their issue. Like, they had like a Evan Mobley. I'll take a Miles Turner over there. I'll take a Sabonis over there. Like, just a big that can score.
So what y'all think should be some trades? The trade deadline coming up like February 6th. What some trades y'all think should happen? Because Jimmy gonna lead the Heat.
The Suns is
I just don't know where he gonna end up.
Yeah, for Bill.
Yeah.
But Bill said he would only waive his no trade clause for the Bucks. I think
the Bucks already said they don't want him. But I forgot he does have a no trade clause.
But that's not. No trade clause.
I would love to have a no trade clause. Like that's beautiful. Like I get to control where I go. Oh yeah, sign me up. But that makes it a lot harder though.
But I don't like Jimmy on the Suns. I don't like Jimmy
either.
On the Suns at all.
It kind of reminds me of the Nets. It's gonna remind me of that Nets team with Harden and KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
I don't know where he fits at. If I'm being completely honest. I really don't know.
He low-key, I feel like I don't know. He's had problems literally everywhere he's been, though. So at some point, you got to start looking at it like he's the problem. If he's been having problems everywhere he goes, the Timberwolves, now the Heat, 76ers, what you were saying?
I feel like, and I was about to say the same thing as you were saying, Omar. I feel like, he's the problem. But you look at where he landed with the Heat. 2 finals appearances with the Heat. It kind of felt like they were, trying to build something in Miami. Of course, they had to go up against LeBron the first time, and then Jokic. They had no chance in the series. But I mean, you're the star of one of the more premier teams in the East. Why is it getting to this point where Pat Riley can't even respect you? You don't have really much respect for him. It just seems like you said, it's just so messy for him to be the star of this team. He was a star. He's supposed to be kind of like the star in Philly alongside Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid.
That team's supposed to win a ring.
Which I thought, I was gonna say, I thought that was his best chance to do it, and they were just a lucky shot away from the ECF, which I think they would have beat. They would have had to play Milwaukee that year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could have beat Milwaukee that year. But yeah, it just to me it's a bad look. This whole Heat situation on Jimmy
Terrible.
Butler. It's a terrible look. And yeah, like you said, I don't see any team that would take him, especially a team that's contending. Like, do we want to fit around Jimmy Butler, trying to plug him in, and then we got to also consider the locker room.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams are young. We know how Jimmy is a little bit with younger players, like in Minnesota when him and Carl Towns. So like
the whole scrimmage.
Yeah, the scrimmage. Like, I don't know. I feel like he kind of dug himself a hole here in Miami because I feel like this is the only place right now where he really had the leverage to be the star and be that guy.
But I think that's why Phoenix might work out for him if they can make it happen, just because you don't deal with a lot of those things you're saying. Like, KD is still running that team. I feel like him and KD are probably like the best of friends behind closed doors. Like, they both trolls. They both probably get on teammates' nerves and stuff. They got a lot of vets on that team. Excuse me. They got a lot of vets on that team. So I think he comes in and fills the Bradley Beal role for real. But just better. He's just older. Excuse me.
It's going. I just feel like if he do go to the Suns, he at least know he's not the number one option, and that might be good for him because at the end of the day, KD the number one option. He's the best player on the team.
He is the number one.
Best scorer ever. Best scorer ever.
Scorer.
Come on, we can argue again. We can. Who better?
James.
Who better? Scorer?
I'm not gonna fit.
LeBron's not a better.
LeBron's
scorer,
a better player. Okay,
he's a better player. He's a better player.
Player overall. Scorer.
KD.
I don't want to agree with you. I don't want to agree with you.
KD.
I don't want to agree with you.
What? Why?
Who you got, Shebo?
Nobody.
I was low-key thinking Steph though. Omar, you gonna put Steph in that conversation? You talking about greatest scorers?
Steph up there.
At his peak.
Right.
Now I would say KD has a longevity as a scorer.
KD's longevity as a scorer.
I'm just saying, like
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And he's 7 foot. 7 foot can do it all. He was the first person we ever saw really doing this.
Can we give?
That's what I'm saying.
What year was this? 2016.
Curry's definitely up there though.
2017. Rockets. James Harden some love at scoring.
Yeah, James Harden is definitely up there.
I mean, but is he better than KD
I'm not
overall?
Like, I'm not about to agree or disagree with you, but James Harden is part of the reason why the game has changed right now in modern day. Him and Stephen Curry.
Yeah, him getting to the free throw line 100 times a game.
Him and Curry were the two best ones out there with the clip, bro. At one point, Rockets James Harden was a beast, bro.
Oh yeah, he was going off.
Yeah,
but he was also shooting 20 free throws a game.
Yeah. But I don't remember that. I remember
if
him
you get crossing
his
you remember the 50 the step back stuff.
He changed the league. Like, everybody doing 3-foot step backs, one leg fadeaway threes. Like, I'm like, yo, like this is beautiful. Like, bro, it makes it fun to watch the game.
And he was left-handed,
bro,
so it
Rockets
looked
James
good.
Harden was, oh my gosh, like he was a dog. He won't better than KD. I'll give you that one. I'll let you have that one. No, I don't think anybody's a better scorer than KD.
Yeah.
I just gotta give James Harden some love. That used to
Not
be my
long
favorite player back in the day.
Oh no, he definitely deserves some love, man. It's a lot of great scores though. Curry's definitely up there because he really revolutionized the game. Like,
I'm about to say, it was
just the way he shoot the 3 ball,
and
move without the ball.
When it's all said and done,
yep.
I know we had this debate so many times with Curry. Probably gonna be the best point guard ever when it's all said and done.
He already is in my book.
People always got the Magic.
He better than Magic. He better than Magic in my book.
I see the argument. Magic was like what, 6'8", 6'7". Mean.
Magic's basically
he did
like
it.
LeBron, like point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was like a LeBron before
but
LeBron,
I mean,
for real.
Resume against resume.
Me personally, I'm taking Wardell.
There's no argument.
I'm taking Curry every time. Like I'm taking Curry every time. But it is kind of weird though to see like
because
Curry's not falling off right now, but it's just like it's weird to see Curry not like, I guess, put fear in people's hearts anymore. Like he can get hot. Don't get me wrong, but we're seeing Tom begin to do what Tom does, even for LeBron. Like LeBron is still having what he's averaging right now would be a no-name player's best year they've ever had. But for LeBron James,
for sure.
he's averaging his career low, and I think points. I don't think with like assists and stuff like that, but he's not scoring as much as he did. So it's weird because we hold these players to such a high standard and a high caliber, and that's what I'm saying. Like for anybody else, Curry and LeBron's averages right now that's all-star. Yeah,
great.
First
great.
ballot all-star.
Thank you. Give me a paycheck.
Give me a paycheck. But for them, it's like, dang, we starting to see LeBron and Curry fall off. Like that's crazy. LeBron probably done after this year.
KD right? Not. You think he done?
I think he do one more year.
I think one more. I think he wants a farewell tour.
That's the only reason why I would see him coming back. But I wouldn't be surprised if.
And they gonna win it all on his farewell tour. Watch.
Nah, not on the Lakers.
Nah, I think. I mean, this year's Lakers might be their best chance at making the championship.
They're not doing it, bro.
Before LeBron get out. I'm not saying they're doing it. I'm just saying it's their best chance. I mean, fifth seed in the West, they got a decent roster.
Even AD said they need a big. Though.
Yeah, they still need.
He
openly says he doesn't.
Them.
Yeah, he wants to play the 4. Yeah,
because he's like.
But he do the year they won the championship. He was playing the 4.
He was at the 4.
Yeah, they had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee.
Who was the other? And JaVale McGee. Yeah.
And I see. We was talking about trades earlier, but I really see the Lakers like getting like a Vucevic or somebody over there, like. Because the Bulls about to start cleaning.
They want Zach though. They want Zach, but they want Zach. The Lakers want Zach.
That wouldn't serve them though.
For what? They got Austin Reeves.
They got enough. Yeah, they got Reeves.
Yeah,
they got the Connect. They still got Rory coming. Ain't Rory coming off the bench?
Yeah,
he starts sometime too.
Or is he starting? Yeah. He starts sometime.
But if I'm Zach LaVine, I would want to go to the Bucks, to be honest. And then, because the Bucks are trying to get rid of Chris Middleton anyway, he's not fulfilling that role that he once was. He getting old. He's
old and
injury prone. I think last episode I was saying giving some love to Zach LaVine. He's been averaging some of his best numbers in the past, I want to say 15, 20 games. He had a 5-game stretch where he was averaging 30. So you put him in that offense with Giannis, who's going to eat every night. He's going to do what he's going to do. That take a little bit of pressure off Dame. Now Dame's still been averaging like 20, but Dame got a little bit more leeway to kind of play how he wants in the offense. Like, he doesn't have to be the number 2 scorer, or he can remain being the number 2 scorer and then LaVine fall back a little bit. Like, I just think that's a perfect shooting guard, perfect point guard, perfect forward for how you want to run your offense. And you don't need nothing special after that.
You still got Brook.
Brook.
He a manageable center.
Yep.
But I feel like they would have to give up Bobby if they get Zach.
See, if I'm the Bucks, I can't give up Bobby Portis. Can't give you Portis.
You can't give up Bobby.
I'll give you Middleton. They're going to want both.
Yeah, because how do you think they acquired? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you think they acquired Zach if no Bobby?
Because like Bobby Portis is just a younger Chris Middleton, low key, with not as good as a 3-point shot. So I'll keep. He's
Bobby just taller.
Portis.
Like, he's more of a 4 than a 3.
If I can figure out a way to keep Bobby Portis and get Zach LaVine, I'm 100% doing that. That move instantly makes them a championship contender. I feel like.
Oh yeah. So who y'all think gonna win it all this year?
I think OKC can do it. To be honest,
I think they can too.
But I really, in my heart of hearts,
Shea MVP though.
But in my heart of hearts, I feel like Boston is going to repeat.
If they're fully healthy, they're the team to beat for sure. But a lot of the East, I will say, a lot of the East teams are modeling their teams to beat the Celtics.
The Knicks getting Cat
like the Knicks
move strictly to compete against the Celtics for real. Yeah,
and Mikal.
But even then, I don't know, man. Boston don't really want to see New York in 7. That's going to. In 7 is tough.
I think that's the team they got to worry about.
7 is tough.
But Cleveland too.
7 is tough. Cleveland got a roster to beat them too.
Cleveland is
solely dependent on if Darius Garland shows up. Like, if Darius Garland,
one game he'll go for 40.
Garland will show up. I promise you they can beat the Boston Celtics. But every year that they've played them, it's either Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland who isn't showing up when they need to be showing up in one of those 7-game series if it gets down to 7. So if both of them are on the same page and really flowing, I'm not worried at all because Evan Mobley and Jared Allen has been.
I like the Knicks' chances better though.
Yeah.
I like Knicks' chances better than the Cavs. I'll be honest though. For sure.
I like the Cavs' chances
at least this year
better. Only because I like the Cavs' depth a lot better than I do the Knicks' depth. All the starters are going to play the entire game. I trust some of those players coming off of the Knicks bench. Max Strus, I trust him to come in and do a little something and at least hold it down. Like, I mean, Trey McBride is nice. He's cool. Who else they got on their bench? Crickets. So,
no, I mean nobody.
So
really
that's the only reason why I say that though.
They be winning
their guards. I like how their guards can match up with the Celtics guards. I love Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in the paint because if Porzingis is in there playing, he can't score on both of them. He's gonna score and eat, but those are like the teams really need to be modeling themselves over the Cavs with these two bigs. That's really what Minnesota had, and they willingly gave up. But Jared Allen's just better than Rudy Gobert. But Evan Mobley can shoot. Evan Mobley can stretch out the floor almost like a cat in a sense. He's not fully cat. I'm not going to put him on that level, but he's cat-ish. And then Jared Allen does what you want out of the center, a double-double. He'll get you at least 10 points, grab you 10 boards, and he's going to play hella defense. And he'll lob threat.
That's all you need.
So I like that. In terms of depth-wise, I like their possibilities a little bit more, but I like the Knicks' longevity and their chemistry better. Because if they've been playing all this time and not getting hurt and it's just been working, they playing 40 minutes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll just see if you can make it all the way to the finals by then.
Yeah.
Because, they always going to play a lot of minutes. Is it sustainable? That's
going to be their biggest question.
Thibodeau always doing this to his players, though. Like Josh Hart, he going to be out of the league in a few years. He keep playing that amount of minutes.
Like Josh Hart be playing 46, 47.
One time he didn't come out of the game.
When they was playing the Pacers, I ain't going to lie, because they were dropping like flies, and they needed Josh Hart.
Yeah, I was saying that last year.
And I'm like, yo, Josh Hart is a dog, bro. And I see he posted something today because I think Jalen Brunson was making fun of him because he was at the Commanders game. He left the game early. He's like, bro, I got to sleep. We got a game tomorrow. But I'm like, Brunson going to play the whole game. Like, he got to get home. Bro, you already know Brunson going to play the entire – not Brunson. Hart going to play the whole game?
Hart.
I guess he a Commanders fan. I think Josh Hart's a Commanders fan.
Interesting. I wonder how he's sleeping tonight.
Probably like a baby.
I wonder how KD's sleeping because he a Commanders fan too.
Josh Hart from the DMV.
It's probably like a baby, boy. I know Josh Hart be betting though, so he probably had a parlay that ain't cash. He might be a little sick about. Speaking of, what's the update on the lay?
I was asleep. I didn't even check, but Kelsey ain't catch. He only had like one catch, I think. So
you might have to stop the series. You 0 for 3.
Exactly. I always hit on the ones I don't share with people. That's my problem. I need to stop sharing.
That's why I stopped sharing, bro. I had to stop sharing.
I hit.
Jinx him.
I hit. That's what I'm saying. I hit on the ones I don't share with the public.
Y'all been
bro.
telling.
But that's cool with me. As long as I win.
Crazy. y'all been telling. Go ahead and get on. Everybody, go ahead.
Don't
put
get
your
on
cash app. Put your cash app in the comments. OB720.
Hey man, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't tell y'all to follow these picks. I put in like 2 parlays a day.
2 lays a day.
Like when it's major games, not
I ain't gonna
every
lie,
day.
bro. I went on a little stretch where I was really like, I'm saying, throwing lays in, and
Yeah, for sure. When I was working,
Every day.
when I was working, I could throw like 5 or 10 on the bet every day.
I think there's
Not
like
now.
this thing called like rage betting where it's like you miss a lay by like 1 and you pissed. Like this, it could have been a lay that's about to change your life. Like, and you missed by 1, so now you mad. So now you got to make up for the bread that you just lost. So you sitting there going, let me see, man. Warriors played Wizards.
And that's how they get you.
Throw it on the Warriors. Wizards upset. Now you pissed even more. So now you scrolling again. You trying to get your bread back. So I went on the little, I went on my little rage. But I'm cooling now. Then took my foot off the.
Yeah, football finna be over.
Football
So
finna be over.
I'm really gonna be chilling until NBA playoffs.
Y'all don't have to
Y'all
keep
gonna be betting on
donating
March
no
Madness?
more.
I'll probably bet on a few games in March
That's
Madness,
real
but
risky.
facts.
but you know March Madness is very unpredictable.
Yeah,
So
I don't like betting on
yeah, it's
college.
very unpredictable. And I would not put my money on UNC ever.
No, they might not even be in March Madness.
That's what I'm saying. The way they're looking, I'm happy we won against Boston College,
It's like,
barely.
dang.
Like, why are we in a overtime game
For real,
with
that's what I was
Boston
about to
College
say, like, it gets to a
at
point
home?
where I'm like, I don't even feel happy about being happy about wins, because it's like, why am I so excited that we beat Boston College? Like that should be a game where I just check my phone. Oh, okay, yeah, we won. Like, not like I'm at the edge of my seat. Like, oh, Ian scored. Let's go. Like, no, bro. It's not like
Ian was going crazy
Ian's
though.
gone. We just got a good recruit though.
He's the 5-star.
Yeah.
5-star.
We turn into chains.
Nah, Hubert trying to
Facts.
save his job.
He is on watch. He
that's
is
what
on
he trying
watch
to
now.
do.
I hate to say it. Been a fan of Hubie, but
That quick.
Man,
he's on watch. I'm not gonna lie. Duke should be pretty straight
sure.
this year. I'm not expecting much out of Duke though, because they be straight every year, and they can't win when it matters.
I think they got what to take to win when it matters though this year. I think Duke is legit. Like,
I don't think they're gonna win it though.
and then I think people. Well, it was a big game. I think it was a lot of attention on it, but that win against Wake on Saturday was pretty good. Wake was undefeated at home.
It was definitely Wake always played good
Yeah.
against ACC
And
competition.
Wake
Especially any of
Wake
us.
Wake is I would say pretty legit this year.
But people
Yeah, that was a pretty
people
good.
remember
win for Duke.
Wake was not terrible last year either though. Yeah,
They never be
I mean,
terrible.
terrible's not the right word, but they weren't bad. Wake was not bad. Like they give you a run for their money. They had Applebee.
But I think one of them
What's his name?
SECs.
Applebee's.
Yeah. They always got a good guard.
Hunter.
Applebee,
Yeah.
then now they got Salas.
Yep.
Yeah, Hunter Salas.
And they got the
Like,
big
they-
men down low. They got size.
Yeah. They big.
Yeah.
Pause.
See, see, y'all was getting on me last time. Oh me, yeah. Pause.
But I think an SEC teams wins March
That
Madness
wouldn't
this year.
surprise me one bit. I would hate that though.
Like the Tennessees, the
I would hate
Alabamas.
that.
I don't know. Don't sleep on the Big 12. Did y'all watch Houston and Kansas? I think that was on
Kansas, yes,
Yeah.
Houston and that was a crazy game. Houston came back down 6 with
Who
like,
won?
bro. I was like,
Houston was down like what was it? They was down 4 with like less than 40 seconds left in regulation.
yeah.
Came back, tied it to the overtime. Then the overtime they was down 6. I think you said They was down 6 with like 15 seconds left. Duke hit a 3. Then they got the steal out the inbound, hit another 3, tied the game. But before that, I forgot what's the Kansas guard. He missed 2 free throws. Had he made like one of them, it would have
it would have been over. But he missed. But Houston ended up winning.
Yeah, Houston turned up on him in the second overtime.
That's what I'm saying. They ended up winning.
Yeah.
That's the crazy
so if
thing.
they would have made them free throws, game over.
Game over. Game over.
But bro, Houston, after the season they had last year, they come back. They still got what's his name, Juwan. What's his last name? Juwan Roberts.
Roberts.
Yeah,
Roberts.
He was unstoppable in that game. They got some good guards. What are they? Undefeated in the Big 12, number 7 in the country. Probably gonna be.
They always got a good team, though.
I mean, they had a pretty good tournament last year too, and I feel like they might be a team that could be Final Four caliber.
For sure.
You talking about Houston or Kansas? Yeah,
Houston.
the only reason why
Houston
didn't make it further is because when they played Duke, their best player got hurt. They couldn't even give Duke a real run for their money. I mean, yeah.
Duke still didn't win.
I mean, Cooper Flag.
Win it all.
Cooper Flag, the truth, man. He is.
My boy from back home said he gonna give UNC 40. But I said he not giving us 40.
He'll have a good game, but
not 40. He probably gonna give it like 25.
It 20 something. He might
maybe 30.
Drop a little 30-piece nugget. I'm not gonna lie though.
40?
I might be crazy. I think Drake could guard him though. I need him to at least.
Oh, he can.
It's gonna be Drake with a little bit of help.
It's gonna get ugly at some point though.
But Ian gonna go crazy too though. I expect Ian to have like 25.
I'm about to say I really.
And RJ. I think RJ have a good.
It's your last of the last.
But the problem is,
go out in the bang.
I mean, I don't. Unless UNC go out there and make a whole bunch of threes, I don't think none of that matters because Jalen Washington, Vin Allen Lubin, Ty Claude, none of them can do anything with what Duke does
in the paint at all.
None of them. So
nothing.
I don't think it's going to matter either way. Cooper Flag.
Like when we play them at Duke, it's over.
That's Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The first one Saturday is at Duke.
It is at Duke.
Yep.
Oh, brother. Yeah,
it's usually flip flop.
Yeah, it's usually
flip flop. That is this Saturday.
Gonna be interesting. That's going to be very interesting.
I know. It's like it's crazy. Us UNC alum, we so depressed talking about it, but
like facts. None of my teams up right now. Like Hornets, UNC, Cowboys. It's a nasty slate right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Suns, 49ers.
Yeah.
Hawks can't win 5 games in a row and put 2 games together. You already know about the Falcons.
Yeah, we all know.
Instead of blowing games, we blowing whole seasons in division leads now. And who's my other? Yeah, UNC. Sometimes I'm just like
I'm finna bandwagon.
And
support bandwagon. That's what I'm finna do. The Commanders.
The Chiefs, like.
Oh nah. I could never.
Yeah.
I could never. I'm just a fan of Jaden Daniels.
Oh.
Has the Cowboys even had a chance? Like, have they even got remotely close? Didn't y'all lose to the Packers?
Yeah.
The Packers game. The team that has no wide receiver one.
Did the Bills have a wide receiver one?
They got a general. Is Jordan Love Josh Allen?
They no. But they got nice.
I knew y'all season was cooked.
What did you say, Sheba?
I was about to say I knew y'all season was cooked when y'all let Derek Carr come in y'all house and look like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, the Falcons have beat the Cowboys.
Alvin Kamara was.
They did it though.
Video game numbers in that game.
The Falcons have beat the Cowboys.
Did we play all this year?
Yeah, we did. Because
No.
Dak got hurt in that game.
No. Oh,
that's when Dak got injured.
I thought we won that game. Yeah, we
won that game.
It was close, but we won it.
Told you.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Dak got hurt. Yeah. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Y'all poo.
Dak got hurt that game because we was
they
starting off. It was about to be a B to A situation, and then Dak got hurt, and that, you know, when your best
Bro, we was
player.
up 14-10 at
You said what?
halftime. And then we was up 20. We was up 14.
Yeah, I mean, he
at
got
halftime,
hurt
and we
early.
was
He
up
got hurt early
21
in the game.
to 13.
He got hurt early in the
after
game.
third quarter. Y'all won.
Chico.
They probably scored more points when Dak got hurt.
No,
Yeah, y'all scored 10 points in the first
that's
half.
what I'm
3
saying.
points in the
Chico, you
first
got to
quarter.
hear me. That got hurt,
So,
bro.
If what? How early?
In the
When he
game,
get
got
hurt,
in
bro.
the game.
Yeah, I got it.
He didn't play the full game.
Let me see. Recap.
So did they score more points when he was
Probably
playing or when he wasn't?
He didn't play the full game. That's not a good point you're trying to make. That doesn't make sense. Like, if he only played the first half, or like
I was just
the
asking a
first
question.
few minutes, whatever. I don't remember the game. Like, of course,
I'm
he's
just
gonna
asking
score
a
more
question.
in the second half when he's not there. Like, he didn't play the whole game, Omar. Like, it doesn't even make sense the way you're trying to word it. Like,
All I did was
trying to
ask a
be funny,
question.
bro. He got hurt in that game.
I mean, Dak Prescott played enough to still throw the ball 24 times.
Oh, he did get hurt
That's
early.
early,
Yeah.
That's 24
He threw the
times.
ball 24 times.
Early.
He threw a
He
pick.
threw no pick.
He threw a
He
pick.
got sacked 3 times. Yeah, he played a lot in that game.
He played
bro.
the
He got
first
sacked
like
3 times.
half.
Well, that was
Throwing the ball 24 times in a half is insane.
They got no.
That's
run
what I'm
game,
saying.
so,
We not
I
like
guess
he got to
that's-
sling.
Well,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He got to sling it, bro. I'm not, bro. Y'all lost to the Panthers
You're right.
at the end of the season. I'm not listening to
Bro,
that,
the season was over. With the Saints had already lost.
Y'all got whooped by the Panthers, bro. By the Panthers. The Panthers love beating
Penis
y'all,
didn't
though.
get whooped. Falcons lost, but he didn't lose. That should be his mentality going
You said
into
who?
this next season.
Who you talking about? Penix?
Penix, yeah, because he sure was torching the Commanders too. Torching them.
Hey, nah. He gonna have a great second season, I
We
think.
gonna see.
Y'all better watch
Him
out.
and Drake London got a real connection.
Drake London, and I know I'd be hard on Kyle Pitts, and I also
He gone.
Get up
want
out
him
of
out
there.
of Atlanta because he's been so terrible. But
Has he been terrible, or has your
Maybe.
offense been terrible around him?
I think it's the system.
Both.
Because why did John Smith go
Miss
to the Dolphins and end up being a top 10 tight
second-
end in the league now?
Well, the crazy thing is,
Yeah.
John Smith. I feel like John Smith wasn't even bad when he was here. Then we had Hayden Hurst who played good. We had Austin Hooper a few years ago who was playing
Hayden
good. I
Hurst
think
is
we
on the
always,
Chargers
of course.
now?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, because he was.
He is.
But we always had a good tight end, and then we get Kyle Pitts, who, to me, he never developed his game enough to be, as fast or fast enough to be the downfield tight end and receiver we thought he was going to be. And of course, he was dealing with injuries, I know, but coming back, it just seemed like sometimes he just looked like he was uninterested out
I
there.
mean, he ain't a blocking tight end.
Like, I'm
He
at
need to
the-
go to like
I
the
seen
Bengals.
that.
Yeah.
If they get rid of T, he need to go to the Bengals. Joe will turn him
literally
up.
be forced to play offense. So like, that kind of works out perfect for him. I wouldn't miss him one bit. He's already not used, so might as well.
Nah.
Get some picks for him.
We need some defense.
So that's the Bengals.
Facts. They need it bad.
The Niners, I don't know what we need. We just need to get it together. That's what we need to do. Get it together.
Maybe.
But you heard it here first. 49ers, Super Bowl champs next year.
Okay.
Y'all will not win that division once again.
My word,
Or may have took something out before the pod because he is talking crazy again. Hit his head.
The 49ers will win our division for sure.
Bro,
We'll win our division.
I would say the Rams will probably make the Super Bowl again before the 49ers win that division.
The Rams will make the Super Bowl before the Falcons
Of
for
course.
sure.
Sean McVay is their coach.
Damn, that's crazy. The
Of
Rams
course
should
they're
They
going to
lose-
the Super Bowl.
going to the Super Bowl right now, for real.
Low key. Because if they would have played the Commanders,
No, no.
I ain't gonna lie. The Commanders might have beat the Rams.
Low key. My pick not looking that crazy now. If it's the Rams in that matchup,
I think that changes the whole
much.
narrative.
Chiefs are winning
though.
for sure.
For sure.
Like, it doesn't really even matter who's coming out the NFC. The Chiefs are winning for sure at that point.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's inevitable anyway.
I do think, based off of
we
what
shall
was
see.
left, they got their best competition. Based off of what was left. The scraps.
It should have been a fully healthy team. Lions versus Chiefs would have been a great Super Bowl, though.
Chiefs probably still would have won, but it would have
fully
been
healthy line.
I would have been more excited about that.
I just feel like they are it's so much propaganda over the Chiefs 3-peat and the Chief Pete, whatever they want to call it. Like, I don't see them losing. I just don't see them losing.
3-peat. The NFL has to be rigged, bro. Like,
they have to stop it after the 3, though. It has to be done.
Gonna go down if they keep winning.
I think if they win, or I think regardless of what happens with the Chiefs this year, I think this kind of
done.
I wouldn't say the dynasty is done, but it's going to be a lot of changes. Like Kelsey,
he might retire.
Yeah,
he might. Yeah, I'm about to say if they win, especially if they win.
If I'm Travis Kelsey,
I don't see why not.
I think they take like a 2-year break, then they win again
on some 22 Warriors.
On some Warriors type vibe.
Travis Kelsey, bro. I'm getting my last ring. I'm retiring. I'm about to go chill with Taylor Swift, bro. I'm going on tour.
Taylor Swift. Go on tour with her. Oh, God.
Appearances. I'm about to start my acting career.
I might drop a song myself with her.
I'm just going to be doing random side quests. Like, I'm going to be doing everything. And plus, he young still, too, bro. Be like when Grunt retired almost.
In terms of age.
Just go ahead and go out in a bang. Go out on a high note. I don't see him. I think he could probably, based off of what I be seeing in the playoffs, I really feel like he could play a lot longer. I really do. But
does he have the desire?
Like, what more can he do?
That's a long season.
Like, he's about to be, a 4-time champion if they win now?
Yeah, I think he also pretty much consensus greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
I know some people might still put Gronk over him, but
he didn't have the same productivity, I don't think.
I don't think Gronk was as
Gronk didn't have the same. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have the same productivity as Kelsey. Kelsey really go out there and do it all.
When Travis Kelsey was younger, he was to me what I thought Kyle Pitts was going to be, like a tight end who had a big body but can move well enough to run down the field, get behind linebackers, beat DBs if he need to down the field as well.
And he block it.
Yeah, and block. Yeah.
Yeah, he need to hang it up if he win now. Chiefs need to take some type of hit where they'll still make it.
Yeah, so the Niners can win.
They'll still make it to the championship probably. They'll still make it to the AFC Championship.
Eagles though.
Oh yeah, somebody gonna have to beat them
next year. Let the Ravens whoop them. Ravens go ahead and get they ship.
What you saying about the Eagles?
I was about to say if the Eagles and Lions run it back with just about the same rosters, I don't think
Lions are good next year though. They lost Ben Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say good. I'm not gonna say they're gonna be good, but I don't see them winning.
It's gonna be interesting. I want to see how they
by no means
run that offense now because it'll really be telling of the impact that Aaron. Because even on the defensive side,
Ben Johnson had.
They took some hits on the defensive side. So for them to remain consistent, there wasn't any type of drop off after those injuries, especially with Hutch, which was kind of earlier on. It wasn't any type of significant drop off. So, they got Zadarius Smith, so that was a great pickup for them. But if we see a major drop off from what we saw this year to next year, it'll just be really telling of the impact that they had. Yeah,
the coaches for sure.
Coaches, yeah. But yeah,
but I think they still gonna be decent. Yeah, they're still gonna be decent just based off of pure talent.
They definitely should be. But this was their time to do it, though. This was their time to do
this year, literally this year.
I don't know. Yeah, I think
they missed their window.
Closed because I don't see how they get much better. A lot of teams are about to get a lot better.
The Eagles do win one though. If they don't win this year, they do win one with Saquon on that team. I don't see how
might
they
be next year. Is AJ Brown still?
I just don't see. Yeah, I forgot about that because him and Vrabel, they tight. He might go over there with Drake May.
I might dip if I'm him. I did what my duty was to fulfill on this team. Now I'm gonna leave. I've won my championship.
But are they winning? But are they going to win?
But if they do win, I might have to dip.
He might dip
I
regardless.
can see it though. If he leaves, that'll tell me everything I need to
I
know
could
about
too.
how the season went. That'll tell me everything I need to know.
Yeah.
I knew you was BSing. I knew it. The books.
Reading them books about
when he
excellence.
was whooping the Panthers. You sitting here on the sideline complaining about not getting, like, that's so lame, bro. Like, y'all are killing, and you complain about not getting the ball. Like, you already know Jalen Hurts can't throw.
Him and Drake May would be a crazy duo, though.
What, Drake May and AJ?
Patriots need offensive line though. Drake May.
Yeah, that's what they need to draft.
Yo,
O
they gotta
line,
get O-line.
O line and defense,
Drake May out
and
there
they need a
playing
running
with,
back too.
Who the Patriots?
Yeah, they need a running back too. Stevenson good though. Stevenson smooth, but he not. I don't know. They need the running back from Iowa. What's his name? Oh, I forgot his name. But if they got the running back from Iowa, Iowa running back, because when I used to do the
Caleb Johnson.
Caleb
I was
Johnson,
just
my
looking at him on my
word, because when I was doing like the little football data scout, I had to watch like a lot of Iowa games, and he was just he's a good back for sure.
That's what I'm saying. This running back draft class is loaded. So what they got, the 4th pick? They in a good spot. If I'm them, I might grab Abdul Carter though. If he available, I'm
defense data. I mean, he's going to be available for sure.
The first 3 is already kind of solidified. So let me grab Abdul real quick. Like that's still a generational talent. That's Michael Parsons, bro.
That's Michael Parsons. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
But that's the thing though. It's like I feel like edge rushers is one of those roster spots you fill in when you kind of need just like one more piece.
One piece. I feel that though.
I don't think that's something you want to build around. Because like the Cowboys, right? You got Michael Parsons. You got one of the best pass rushers in the league. But that doesn't mean anything because you can't do anything on offense. The rest of your defense is a liability, especially defensive back. I just think the Patriots got other issues.
So what you think they need? So what you think they need to address first?
Offensive line.
So O line. So O line 4th pick.
Will
Patriots,
Campbell.
yeah. Is that not what the Lions did with
Yeah, they did.
That is true.
They built it up around him.
They did. It's a lot of good O line. They got Kelvin Banks. It's a lot of. It's
4th.
I don't know. You never know.
I mean, you never know who's available. I mean, I guess if there's somebody they feel like is, like you say, generational or somehow falls to 4.
Yeah, they might grab Will Campbell, bro. That might be the best option at 4.
Yeah, Will Campbell. Yeah.
If he don't go to the Patriots, the Bears gonna try to grab him for sure.
Oh yeah,
because they need an O line too.
They could go. I think the Bears get Booker because I don't think he making it that far. That left
you don't
guard
think Will
Booker
Campbell dropping that far? What pick they got?
I don't know.
Nah, Bears.
They
got
Bears.
what? 8?
Bears.
That's just a random guess.
No, they got 10.
10th, okay.
10th. He might drop. He could drop to the 10th. A lot of teams need O-line more than we think, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of teams that need O-line.
Like position that you can always work
a
on.
building
Like,
piece.
Especially as pieces get older, like you can always work on that. Most O linemen kind of age like Juan, though. Like the older they get, the better they get. But
the better, yeah. The smarter they get, better at techniques, stuff like that.
But yeah, man.
Who knows? NFL draft will be interesting. I said NFL draft gonna be interesting for sure.
We gotta do our own like separate thing on the draft for real. But yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, man. Watch outs for the week. I'm trying to think. What was my watch out for the week last week? I said De'Ami Brown. That didn't really age that well. What was my basketball one? I don't know if I gave a basketball one. I may have said Levine. But watch out for the week. We're going to go back to basketball. I got to make it Hornet-centric because my boy LaMelo got snubbed.
They play the Lakers tomorrow.
Lake show tomorrow.
At home. Oh, I might go to that.
Must be nice.
Oh yeah, I must say you down there.
LaMelo 42, 8, and 6 against the Lakers.
42
points,
Crazy.
8 rebounds, 6 assists against the Lake Show. And then LeBron gonna drop 30 and 10.
LaMelo.
What AD gonna do? Because he gonna kill Mark.
He might have a. I don't think he gonna go. I ain't gonna go. I don't think
20 and 20.
Yeah, I think it'll be like 20 and 20 is some bonus numbers. He'll do like a 20-11. Nothing too crazy.
He gonna have more than 11 rebounds
It
on
might
Mark
be a
Williams.
B2A situation, so he might get put on the bench.
True. So if it's B2A, how is LaMelo scoring
Just
40?
to keep him running. And he gonna get. He gonna start off real early. Probably going to the half with a 30-piece on some nut.
Once he get to 30, LeBron gonna guard him himself.
I ain't scared of LeBron. What?
I ain't saying he's scared.
That don't mean nothing to me. LeBron guarding LaMelo, that means nothing to me. LaMelo got snubbed. He should be starting, playing against this nigga. LaMelo at 40.
Yeah.
40. Y'all put it on y'all slip.
He
Y'all
got
put it on
he
y'all
got his
parlay.
years.
Same game parlay presented by Jalen.
I ain't putting no parlay into the Super Bowl.
But nah, that's my
Super
and then,
Bowl.
I don't got no football on right now because we just know Super Bowl. But
a watch out of the week. I like the Rock. I've been a fan of the Rockets. They went 3-1 the last time I said it. They ain't go undefeated, but they play the Celtics tomorrow. I feel like that could be a good game. They're a sleeper team to me.
They are definitely a sleeper team.
But I think that game with the Celtics should be interesting. So you never know. A team could get hot, make a run. They record 30 and 14. Like they record not poo.
And they not poo.
Oh yeah, the Rockets legit too now. Ime Udoka is.
He's a good coach.
Great coach.
Yeah.
Not the great best decision maker.
Sure.
But hey, man.
Great coach though.
Yeah, great coach.
Great coach.
Okay, we got
All
yours.
right, that's mine.
Shows.
So my I guess since we only do a basketball, I was watching Florida State UNC women's basketball earlier today. Great game, UNC, number 13 team. I kind of have two because UNC has been playing really good. I think they're off to their best start in over 10 years.
You know why? Let me not be messy.
That's interesting though. I mean, you lose Deja Kelly,
and you get better. They got a lot of great cards. Renaya Kelly, Towson, as well. Of course, you got India.
India Navarre. Gokdang having a great season down low. Utsby, she's gonna get the rebound. She's gonna get.
She do what she do.
Yeah, do what she do. Lexi Donarski knocking down threes. I mean, they're deep. Then they got Blanca Thomas coming off the bench. Like they're deep. But Florida State has Tanaya Latson. I would say that's my other watch out. I think she had. Let's see, what did she have tonight? I mean today, 25 points, 7 assists, 45% from the field. Didn't even hit a single 3-pointer, just straight buckets.
Straight bucket.
And she had the game winner at the end. I don't know if y'all saw that. The game winner at the end, pump fake.
Yeah, I saw
up
it.
and under lay.
Up and under, yeah.
Tanaya Latson, if you guys, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with a lot of women's basketball, but last year I think she was one of the top scorers, if not the leading scorer in the ACC. I'm not totally sure. But this year she's one of the top scorers in the country. I think she should get a lot more attention for what she's doing at Florida State, and I'll say watch out for them because 16-4. Everyone knows women's basketball. I mean, the ACC Women's Basketball League is probably one of the toughest to play in the country because you got Notre Dame, you got Duke, you got UNC, you got Florida State, you got Clemson,
Stanford now.
Cal is ranked deep. ACC is always deep in women's basketball.
Super deep.
So that's those are my watch outs.
Good watch outs.
Just to give y'all something different, man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Man,
shout out to the women's sports, man.
Yeah, we got to talk about that more because we have been hooping.
I'm glad UNC. Yeah, UNC women. Thank y'all for doing what the men's team should be doing.
Like you said, they lose days and get better. Not saying RJ is our problem, but I can see it being very similar next year. So that's a watch out for the future type thing. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Y'all watch out for the watch outs. Y'all keep, showing us love on the Instagram.
Can we get 8 more followers? 9 more followers? Can we get the 500?
I was saying by the end of February, but we can really get to 500 by the end of the month. So,
yeah, we trying to be at 1,000 by the end of February.
February gonna be the
Come
viral.
on, y'all.
Speaking of this is now we gonna get a video that go crazy.
I know y'all entertained.
Y'all been in
I know
the
y'all
comments,
entertained.
We got Omar talking crazy. I got some of my boys talking crazy. Like, hey man, it's been fun. So let's keep it going, bro. Y'all rocking with us. We gonna rock with y'all. And man, we only going up from here. But that's all I got for today. Appreciate y'all tapping in. And if y'all ain't listening to the Brickz, y'all ain't listening. We out.